Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia here in Southern Colorado, and I have such a treat for you today. I have a 2022 Sorento X-Line Prestige in Glacial White Pearl with the rust interior. This car is beautiful. It is something that I would choose for myself, and honestly, I'm not really a fan of white, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what makes this car so awesome, and I show you as many features as I can. There's just so many things about this car that make it great. So I'm going to get right into it. But before I do that, again, like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. I do try and get one new video out a week. But if you like what you see, I am trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of October. And every like and subscribe does help. Alright, so let's get into it because there is a lot going on with this car and it is amazing. So right away on the front you have Kia's Tiger Nose Grille along with the Tiger Eye lights. You have Kia's new badging right there on the front, the script badging, and then you have your forward parking, your forward camera right there. Down below you have your fog lamps along with your parking sensors, your forward sensors, and the sensor plate. Again, this is in Glacial White Pearl. I really do love the daytime running lights on this car. It is right here. You see that right there? Those are your daytime runner lights and your LED lamps. Those are really cool. I'm a big fan of those. You have your 20-inch tires and rims on the X-Line. And I really do love that new design there. One thing I want to point out before we get too far is the key fob. You do have remote start on the key fob as well. So whenever you want to do it, you just press to lock, press and hold, and then it starts up. So as we're doing that, you can kind of see the daytime running lights there. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. The same button, press to shut off, and it goes off. You have the X-Line badging right there, and then on the back of the caps for your mirrors you have your turn signal indicators. On the door you have the press to lock and unlock, so if you have the keys in your pants or pocket or purse or what have you, all you do is press to lock. That's to unlock. If you press it again, it'll lock. There's just kind of the side profile. You have your gas cap, so it's push and pop, so if the car is unlocked, it'll pop right open. If the car is locked, it will not open. Coming along to the back, I'm a fan. I really am. I can't say how much I think this car is beautiful. You have Kia's signature script right there on the back, along with Sorento across the back and the all-wheel drive on the left-hand side. One thing Kia's been doing in the 2022s is getting rid of the trim level badging, so it does not say X-Line or SX anywhere on this car, which honestly I like. The less badging, the better, in my opinion. So, with the X-Line and the SX Sorento, you can push and pop on the key fob to open the back hatch. You have this cargo room here in the back. So kind of like Telluride, you have a lot of room behind the third row. You have child anchor locks on the back of your seats there and there. You also have them on the back of the second row, there and there. And then here is just a quick little view of the cabin from the third row. A full-size adult can fit back here in the third row. I'm 5'10", 5'9", 190 pounds, and I can fit perfectly fine back there. So you do have the hidden cubby space underneath. So you have right there on the left-hand side, you have some cubby space, and then on the right is your jacks and toolkit. If you want to put these seats down, you can with the little pull strappies there on the back of the third row. So all you do, give these guys a tug, a little bit of force, and it goes down. That second row seat is actually reclined, so it's not going to go down right now, but it does do that. It looks like this side is a little bit better. Push and pop, down it goes. So as you can see, you have plenty of cargo room back here. And then if you can get a little peek of the foot room on the third row. In the third row, they've designed it like Telluride this year, so you do have USB ports for charging in your third row there and there. Wait for that truck to pass. You also have the buttons right there on the back right that will drop that second row down for you to have even more space. As you can see, the height difference on the headrest, you can adjust the headrest there, and I'll show you how to do that once I get into the second row. And if you have little ones can easily fit down that middle aisle, and then adults can push and pop the second row levers, which are right there on the top, and there's also a button on the side, and it'll slide forward, and then you can scoot out. Pretty cool. I really do love this rust color interior. It's apparently super rare, because I have a customer that's been waiting 8 months on their order because of the rust interior in a certain color combination. The order's in there. Kia says it's gonna get made, but it's been 8 months. So coming along to the side, yep, let's unlock this guy again. Coming along to the side, here is your second row. Very impressive. You see the Sorento skid plate there, sill plate. Then you also have that button I was talking about right there on the seat to slide the seat forward. You also have a bar underneath. That bar underneath will also move the seat backwards and forwards. And then you have the lever right here. Sorry, camera angle. You got the lever right here that'll collapse. So kind of starting on the door, this model here does have heated seats in the second row. Pretty awesome. You have a cup holder here, and then you also have a cup holder down below. You have this great stitching right here, which is the rust color as well. And then you have this diamond stitching here in the seats, which is I'm just a huge fan of. Huge fan. Can't say enough how nice this looks in person. Just gonna sit in the second row real quick. Inside the second row, you have USB ports there and there, so your back passengers can charge their phones. You also have the vents, and then down below you have a 12 volt and you have a USB port as well. One really cool feature is your seat belts can go neatly snug inside this little holder here, and then you also have this little pocket as well. So I've seen people put chapstick and all kinds of stuff, just little knickknacks right in there. And then again, you have the same on the opposite side. You can see your Bose speakers right there, and then you have the map pockets in the back as well. Armrests. These armrests are fully articulate, so you can have 3 different spots. You can adjust it any way that you like, which is really cool. And then, like I was saying regarding that headrest, there's a little button here on the side that you can just press and slide down very, very easily. Here's kind of a look of the cabin up front. Right away I can see those aluminum pedals, which I love in my Kia Stinger, but this model, the X line Prestige, has the aluminum pedals as well. Really nifty and really handy. You have the bolsters there, not the bolsters, the seat belts. So the seat belts here, you can move up and down pretty easy. So you can adjust that if you're tall, if you're short. You have a fully adjustable seat belt hook there. And again, just kind of a look out the back. I love this wood look they have right here on the door handles. Just makes it look extra elegant. Really nice. And then up top you have your hand hooks, your garment hook, and then your interior light. Just really nice. I mean, there's a reason they call this trim level Prestige, and it just really shines with this package. So again, how do we move back there? Let's say you're an adult and you want to get into the third row. I'm just going to go ahead and press this button up top, and she slides forward. So kind of happens pretty fast. I don't know if you caught all that, but you just press that button there and then it slides forward, and then a full-size adult can hop back there and be pretty comfortable in the third row. You do have seatbelt hooks right here as well to get it out of the way, so you can always put those down like that, and then if you take a look, you have a little handhold right here too, so you can, if you're getting in back there, you can grab onto that handhold. Pretty easy to lay back actually, so you just, with a little bit of force, put that seat back up, and then you can use the bar underneath. I don't know if you caught all that, being that I'm doing it one-handed, but you can definitely see how that works. All right, so let's move on to my favorite part, which is going to be the front, the cabin. I'm going to go ahead and close the back here. Before I do, super easy, just press that button there, closes the back hatch. Super easy. But let's go to my favorite part. My favorite part is going to be the cabin. I really love the interior of this thing. Again, you have your wood accents here around the door handle. You have memory seats in this trim level. A lot of people ask, Vince, why isn't there memory seats in my car? I'm paying 45 grand for it. Well, the X-Line Prestige package does have that feature. You have your window locks, window controls, door locks, mirror controls, all right here kind of in the standard position where most people expect to find them. And then down below you do have multiple settings for your electronic seat. You also have a thigh extender, which is pretty cool. That's going to be this button here, and you can extend the thigh section. I've actually had many conversations in the last 4 years with people that say, hey, I have super long legs, I need a thigh extender. Which cars have thigh extenders? And honestly, before that, Kia didn't really have that, except in our really top of the line K900s. But now in the X-Line Sorento, they do have that. They also have it in the Telluride as well. All right, so my favorite part of this car is the interior. It is this big, beautiful LCD screen right in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and turn the car on by putting my foot on the brake and pressing the button. You're going to see that activate. Make sure the volume's all the way down on the radio, just because I don't want copyright infringement when the radio starts to play. All right, so blind spot monitoring view is one of my favorite features. It's where you put your, oh, wrong button. Blinker's this side, isn't it? Put your blinker on, and there you have it. You have a real live view in the camera of what is in your blind spot. So that's left. You also have it right. Not too shabby. That center console, that center screen in front of us, is manipulated with this button right here, the 2 pages, and then the toggle switch right here to go up and down. So if I manipulate that, I can change the view to your compass, attention level, lane keep assist. I'm going to go right back here to lane keep assist. Oops, sorry. Your compass, and then again your attention level. So you can check your tire pressure. You can check your accumulated trip miles, all that good stuff. That's for your traction, driver attention level, all that good stuff. So you can see your miles till empty on the left hand side. The outside temperature is 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and then your average miles per gallon, and then how many miles have been driven on this car. 11 miles. This guy just got off the truck this morning, and well, yesterday, and it's already sold. It was a sold order for one of my customers, and just wanted to get this video in before they take delivery of it. On the light stick over here, so I'm going to switch the lights up to auto. Auto, that means you're never going to have to fumble with your lights. Your lights will go up and down, on and off as the sun goes up and down. So pretty nifty there. Here in the steering wheel, so again, this pages button moves that center screen around, so you can manipulate that. You have your toggle switch here, you have your cruise control, you have adaptive cruise control here, so you can set your cruise control to like lengths of cars. If you want to do 4 car lengths, 3 car lengths, if they do 100, you do 100. If they do 5 miles an hour, you do 5 miles an hour. And then you have your lane follow assist right here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. You can see the little steering wheel icon up there, which means it's on. On the left hand side, you have the radio controls. You also have your interactive assistant here. If you have a smartphone, it does have Apple CarPlay, has Android Auto, and then it does have the Kia Assistant as well. And then you can make a call, decline a call, and then the volume knobs right there. Coming down here to the side panel, you have your illumination button. So it will illuminate that center screen. Makes it bright, makes it dark, whatever your choice is. And then you have your lane keep assist, traction control, and then you can open and close the back hatch right there. Fully telescopic steering wheel, so you have your little lever down here. You can make the steering wheel go up and down or in or out. It's fully telescopic. You can adjust that to however you want in combination with the seats. So let's take a look at the display. So you have a huge display here. You can set different drivers. So you have option of driver 1, driver 2, and guest, so you can save your features if you wish. If for any reason you do not like the touchscreen, you have the buttons here on the sides, which are for your radio. It'll take you right to your navigation, your maps, your media on your phone. You have a full set of buttons there. But this guy is interactive, so you kind of see the outline of your map where you are right there. But if you scroll it to the left, you have your suite of features. All right, sorry about the delay on that. So let's get into these inside features. So some of my favorite features are right here on the bottom. You have passenger talk, which is really cool. I'm going to turn the volume up, see if you can hear. But you will use the intercom in the car to talk to your people in the rear. So you have that functionality. Really cool feature. A lot of people like it. Right here on this side is your third row screen. So anytime you see this little white arrow here, you can collapse it into a third screen here. And then a lot of people that I've recognized, I already have passenger talk here, but let me just back out of this. I'll go into like quiet mode, for example, and then I should have passenger talk right there. So if you're in a situation where you're going to be talking back and forth with people or kids in the back, you can just set it in your third row screen, your third screen there, and you can manipulate that and talk to people there. Quiet mode is another cool feature. I normally would play the music to really illustrate it, but then YouTube will censor me. It's a whole thing, so I'm just going to read it to you. When quiet mode is selected, all radio and media is played only in the front seats, and all volume levels are set to level 7, and it's decreased to that automatically. So if you have people sleeping in the back, if you have if you just want the music playing up front, you can do that. It's actually kind of cool. They came out with that a couple of years ago, and quiet mode's really, really cool. Phone projection. So again, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so you can have those apps integrated into your car, which is really neat. But you also have the Kia navigation here, which is pretty cool. Go ahead, and little house takes you home, like I said. So we're going to go ahead and click that button, take me back here. Radio, setup, media, UVO. UVO is Kia's app, so it's what we use. You can do remote climate, auto lock, all kinds of really cool things. One thing I want to do right now, it's actually something I usually do for my customers, is 911 Connect. So 911 Connect is actually really cool. You turn that on in the UVO settings, but if you are in an accident and your airbags deploy, then if your phone's connected, it'll call 911 for you in most cases. So if the computer is severely damaged, it's probably not going to do that, but it's something that it is designed for. I'm going to go ahead and change the time. Click the time button right there. You're going to do daylight savings time because it is 4:45. Go ahead and click the back button, and then now my time has changed. So got that squared away there. Again, little arrow takes you back. This thing has dozens of settings that you can go through. Obviously, I can't go through all of them in a timely fashion, but it's one of those things where it's got a lot going for it. Climate control. So right here in the center, you have dual climate control. So I could be at a different temperature than my passenger. I have sync activated, so you could take sync off and then you can be at different temperatures. If you do sync it, it'll sync it to the driver. So kind of good to know there. You have your auto, your off, your directionals, going to the rear. Directional button right there if you like it in the air in your feet or on your face, or the heat on the feet or the face. Down below you have your wireless phone charger, your USB port, and then your other phone charger right there. You have your heated and air conditioned seats right here, so you can have air conditioned seats if you press down, heated seats if you press up. 3 different modes: medium, high, and low. Passenger has the same exact functionality right there. You do have your cup holder and change cubby right there, pretty neat. And then your standard gear column, and then you have this panel right here. So a lot going on right here. You have your different drive modes: comfort, sport, smart, eco, and snow. And then you have your rear wheel lock differential right there. So if you're going under, I don't know, let's say about 35 miles an hour, give or take, and you're in bad weather and you want to lock your rear wheels, you can. Anytime something's highlighted amber, that means it's selected. So you can turn that on and off at will. You have your heated steering wheel button right there. You have your camera. You press that guy. Camera's going to show right there. That's your rear camera and side mirrors. Forward parking sensors, which are turned on. You have your forward parking brake, downward hill assist, and auto hold. Auto hold is another feature that I use pretty much every day. Let's say you're stuck at a red light or at a drive-through or something, and you want to take your feet off the pedals. You can put your foot all the way down on the brake and press auto hold, and then you will be in a park situation. Like, you could take your feet off the pedals and be fine. And then to just accelerate, all you do is put your feet back on the pedals. What else do we got in here that we have not talked about? Oh, the awesome panoramic roof. So you have your panoramic roof right there. Goes all the way back to the back passengers. Big, beautiful panoramic roof. And then you can manipulate it by closing the partition, closing just the glass. You can make the glass kind of like keel up to get air. You can do a lot of different things, but I really do love that panoramic sunroof. And then you have that wood trim up here along the dash, and the wood trim by the door handles. Again, can't stress that enough. There's just so much going on in this car. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna go ahead and drive it up front. I do have customers coming in to sign for it, and I wanted to get the rest of this video done before they showed. It drives like a dream. You really do feel those 20-inch tires. You really feel kind of lifted up off the ground. You have great visibility. I mean, this is a really good vehicle. I cannot stress how awesome this car is. It honestly has me thinking I want one in the same color combination. It is the highest compliment I can give it, because I'm pretty sure I kind of want one for myself, and I'll think about it, to be honest. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the questions and comments field below. Again, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys down at the dealership. Thanks, guys.